Bayt Stadium is one of the most recognizable stadiums of the Qatar 2022 World Cup. It's also accompanied by a very expansive park.
Good morning! Today I'm going out to Bayt Stadium Park. I went there last weekend to try and shoot the same video, and I showed up at like noon and they told me the park was closed. So this time I'm going at 8 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully it will be open. It is a Friday, so I'm a bit worried, but let's see how it goes.
The park is located about 20 to 30 minutes north of the Pearl, Qatar. I like to take the Al Khor Coastal Road because it's pretty much a direct route from Doha to the new stadium park. The hours for the park can be a bit difficult to find, and I actually went to the park twice before I was able to get in successfully. So if you're watching this video near to the time I posted, the current hours for the park are from 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and then again from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. The park first opened in February of 2020 on National Sports Day, which is one of the two single-day national holidays in Qatar, the other being National Day on December 18th. The park has a total area of around 1.3 million square meters, and it includes a body of water, pedestrian corridors, running and cycling tracks, a car parking area, and other facilities. The park includes a 4.4 kilometer long running track and a 3.4 kilometer long cycling track, in addition to some 56,000 square meters of pedestrian corridors. The parking area can accommodate up to 6,000 vehicles and 300 buses. There is also a 1.7 kilometer long track for camels and horses. The park has just over 1,000 trees and 6 restaurants, though they weren't opened at the time I visited. In addition, there are 10 spots for mobile cafes and fast food joints. In July of this year, the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy announced reopening of Bayt Park for exercise as part of the gradual lifting of restrictions which were in place to curb the spread of COVID-19. Right now, from what I can see, there is one single entrance to the park, and there is security there checking Ethraz apps along with everyone's temperature in the car that you're driving. From there, you can drive into the park and park at any one of the many parking areas designated for park access. You can also park at the McDonald's, which has a parking area as well in front of it. I parked just next to the McDonald's and headed out around the walking path to make my way all the way around the stadium. The weather can be quite hot even though it is already October, so if you plan on walking all the way around the stadium during daylight hours, definitely make sure you bring enough water with you. I just barely brought enough, and coming back, wish I had a little bit more with me. Security is stationed all around the park to make sure that people stay away from the construction that's still going on at the actual stadium itself, so you're generally requested to stay in the park section and not go up anywhere near to the stadium. It took me about an hour to just casually walk around the park, stopping to take pictures and look at some of the different things as I went along. There are some hills you can climb up. It's not just flat the whole way through, so that kind of breaks up the walk. There are also plenty of little attractions on the way, from restaurant buildings to little sculptures, the artificial lake, and all sorts of playgrounds, though they aren't open at the minute because of COVID. One of my favorite parts of the park is the artificial lake. It's quite expansive, and there are little sections where you can go walk across the water itself on these little stone walkways, so it kind of makes you feel like you're walking on water for a bit. It's kind of an interesting feature that I liked. The trees throughout the park are also adorned with little plaques to give you some information on the tree along with who donated it. Even though you can't get up close to the stadium, you can get some pretty good views, and I definitely recommend walking up some of the staircases if you want to get a closer look at the stadium. I really enjoyed the park, and it was great to get some exercise. It's a nice break from the city, definitely a change of scenery, and one of the bigger parks that I found in Qatar.
I was able to make it all the way around the park, and now I'm going to stop at the McDonald's before I drive back home. Alright, let's do this before it closes. Can I get the chicken muffin, just the sandwich? Do you have lemonade?
Lemonade?
No, do you have lemonade?
No, ma'am, no.
Can I get a water?
Okay, one water.
After I was done walking around the park, I headed over to one of Qatar's newest McDonald's restaurants at Bayt Stadium. It is also the 50th branch of McDonald's in the country. It's located here at the World Cup venue, along with a beautiful green space. The restaurant also mimics the design of the stadium itself, which is inspired by tents of nomadic tribes and families in Qatar and the Gulf region. This state-of-the-art McDonald's is open 24/7 with a fully functioning drive-thru, so you have an option to dine here anytime, even if the park itself isn't open. There is also a McCafe, so you can enjoy a selection of beverages and pastries, as well as a play area for families, which should be open soon once some of the COVID restrictions are lifted. There's also a very nice outdoor seating area, or you can do like what I did and just grab your food and go sit in the grass under one of the trees nearby. So that was my experience with Bayt Stadium Park. It was my first time visiting and I really enjoyed it. If you're living in Qatar and haven't been there yet, I definitely recommend going to check it out, especially in the mornings when it's a little bit less crowded. It's a really nice place to go and just get some fresh air and enjoy the beautiful weather we've been having lately. If you guys like this video, definitely be sure to give it a like below. It really helps out my channel. And if you're interested in more videos like this about life in Qatar, also be sure to subscribe. I'm also very happy that the channel has made it to 1,000 subscribers this past week, so thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content and subscribing to my channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.